Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Essie Spring 2017 collection. I found these, where did I find these from? I want to say I got these from sparklecanada.com, but I think you can find them other places now because I've had them for maybe a couple weeks. So anyway, 6 polishes in this collection and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Me Sur, and this is a light peachy pink. So here is one coat. This one covers okay on the first coat. It's a bit streaky. It's not really sheer at all, just streaky. Good formula on this one. I do feel like if you do too thick of a coat, it's going to run down the sides of the nail, but that's not going to be a huge issue. You would need a pretty thick coat for that. So here is 2 coats. So with a thicker second coat, this one does cover completely in 2. But when I did my pictures for this one, I did need 3, and I think it's probably more likely that you'll need 3, but I do think this one is right on the edge of 2 and 3 coats. It's one of those ones that if you work too much with it when you apply it, you'll create more streaks, and then you'll have to go back and cover those up with another coat. So there is 2 coats of Me Sur. The next polish is called Backseat Besties, and this is a light, kind of bluey, cool pink. So here is 1 coat. This one is a bit sheer and a bit streaky on that first coat. It's actually interesting that this is a little bit of a darker color than Me Sur, but it's more sheer. Formula is okay on this one. It is a little bit thinner than the last one. I think it's more likely to run down the sides of the nail if you're not careful. So here's 2 coats. This one is still a little bit uneven on that second coat. I don't have like legit streaks as much as just a few dark spots, which I guess is pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to do a third. You might be able to get away with 2 on this one, but I'm not sure. That's definitely going to depend on the person. So here is 3 coats. So 3 coats does cover completely on this one, and it covers up all of those dark spots. This also dries very, very shiny. So there is 3 coats of Backseat Besties. The next polish is called On the Roadie, and this is a grass green. So here is 1 coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat, just a few streaks and a few dark spots. And the formula is really good on this one as well. So here's 2 coats. And this one does cover completely in 2. And again, dries very shiny. So there is 2 coats of On the Roadie. The next polish is called Baja Moment, and this is a kind of medium to dark pink, depending on how you look at it. So here's 1 coat. This one covers really well on the first coat. I'm going to do a second. I don't think a lot of people will want a second, but I just have a few little tiny darker spots on the ends of my nail that I want to cover up. But this could easily be a 1-coater, and the formula is fantastic as well. So here's 2 coats. This one does cover completely in 2, but it was pretty much opaque in 1. I'm being really picky by adding that second coat. I think the majority of people will be fine with 1. And this dries very shiny, and it almost seems to dry just a little bit darker than it applies. So there is 2 coats of Baja Moment. The next polish is called Designated DJ, and this is a dark berry color. So here is 1 coat. This one is a little bit sheer on that first coat, definitely not as dark as it should be. My nail is so short, I keep hitting the end of that one with the brush. Great formula on this one as well. So here's 2 coats. And 2 coats does cover this one completely. It darkens up the color quite a bit. And this one also dries very shiny. So there is 2 coats of Designated DJ. The next polish is called All the Wave, and this is kind of a cobalt blue cream. I feel like it has like a little bit of a purple tone to it. So here's 1 coat. And this one is a solid 1-coater. There's no streaks, no light spots, no nails showing through at all. The formula is a little bit on the thicker side. I wouldn't say it's too thick. I like thick formulas anyway, but it's definitely thicker than the other 5 in the collection. So there is 1 coat of All the Wave. So Backseat Besties is my favorite. It's not anything special. I'm sure I have dupes of this. I just really like this shade of pink on my skin tone especially, and in the springtime. Spring is kind of like my least favorite time of year for nail polish colors. So I always tend to go towards or gravitate towards colors like this because they're familiar to me. I don't know, I like pastels and I like light colors, but it's just not my favorite time of year. I do appreciate that this Essie collection was a little bit brighter and darker than you usually see in a spring collection, but the light pink was still my favorite. So that is the Essie Spring 2017. Did I say 16 earlier? I might have. That is the Essie Spring 2017 collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.